Scientists say that around 400 years ago, the dogs we know today didn't even exist yet. Back then, dogs started out as wolves that humans tamed and then got creative with mixing breeds. Over these centuries, we ended up with hundreds of different types, each one finding its own spot in our lives. Now, dogs aren't just pets. They're part of our family, with whole organizations dedicated to their care, training, and even celebrating their rich history. Speaking of which, the American Kennel Club AKC has the latest buzz. The German wire-haired pointer terrier is their newest officially recognized breed. But that got me thinking, if that's the freshest on the scene, what's the oldest dog breed out there? Let's kick it off with the ancient roots of our furry friends. Believe it or not, cute little dogs aren't just a modern trend. Way back in the day, humans started breeding smaller, daintier dogs for royalty. Imagine having a tiny pup that's as loyal as a lion. Kind of like having a pet that's a mini guardian, minus the giant size and booming bark. Back in the day in ancient China, about 2,000 years ago, where emperors rolled in style. The first tiny royal dog was born then, and it was called the Pekingese, named after Beijing, back when it was called Peking. This breed was so exclusive that if one of these pups ever strayed from the palace, it was a one-way ticket to the guillotine. Fast forward to 1860 when British forces stormed the palace, and things got wild. The royal family, desperate to keep their prized lineage safe, even sacrificed some of their Pekingese to keep them from falling into the wrong hands, which were the British. Crazy, right? In a twist of fate, 5 of these pups ended up as gifts for Queen Victoria, and that's how the breed started spreading around the globe. Then we've got the Chow Chows, one of the oldest and toughest breeds around. Here's a wild fact. About 3,000 years ago, people actually ate them. Today, though, Chow Chows have transformed into luxury canines that can fetch thousands of dollars. They made their way out of China with a little help from the British, getting officially recognized in 1903. Ever seen a sled dog hauling folks across icy landscapes? That's the Alaskan Malamute. Originating from the Inuit folks known also as Eskimos over 3,000 years ago, these dogs are built like tanks and have an insane appetite, capable of eating their own body weight if food is available. That might just rival your own. Why? They need all that energy to work in the freezing cold and pull those heavy sleds through the snow. Then there's the Saluki, often dubbed the Arabian Greyhound, long thought to be the oldest breed with a history of over 5,300 years. Mummified remains in Egyptian tombs back that up. These sleek dogs were originally bred for hunting big game like wolves and deer, and they're still known as some of the fastest dogs around, especially in the Middle East. Now, if you're into big, imposing dogs, a true beast, the Tibetan Mastiff is where it's at. Dating back 5,000 years in the harsh mountains of Tibet, these dogs were the original guardians. They're so massive and shaggy, you'd think they were built to protect ancient treasures or maybe even a secret mountain kingdom. But it's believed to be related to the Molossus, an extinct Greek war dog that was even bigger and used by ancient armies. Then we've got the Afghan Hound, elegant, mysterious, and with a lineage stretching back 8,000 years. These dogs carry a sort of royal, independent vibe, and while they might seem similar to Salukis, they're known for needing serious grooming with that long, silky fur. Ever heard of Greenland dogs? They're one of the oldest, but also one of the least domesticated breeds, clocking in at around 9,500 years old. These pups have always been a bit wild. If you're not their owner, they see you as a potential threat. Living in the harsh isolation of Greenland, they've stayed true to their roots. Unfortunately, since 2018, they've even been listed as endangered. Finally, we get to the Akita, the granddaddy of all purebred dogs. This Japanese warrior dog is celebrated as the oldest pure breed still around today, with a history that goes back nearly 100,000 years. Hailing from Japan's Akita prefecture, these dogs were once the loyal companions of samurai warriors and have become symbols of protection, happiness, and loyalty. So much so that you'll find statues dedicated to them all over. If you made it to the end of this video, you're the best. Drop a like before you bounce so we know how many of you made it till the end. And if you got a dog breed you want to see featured, Hit the comments. We take our best ideas from you. Catch y'all in the next one. Peace.